Hey, how's it going, guys? Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in, Marcus. Hope you guys had a lovely weekend. Mine's been pretty productive. Mostly because I realized yesterday when I was going to do the shorts, I don't have nearly as much the shorts set up to edit. So I only have enough shorts for today and tomorrow for the week. So rip Wednesday through Saturday. That's okay, but that gave me more time. So I was like, I went and relaxed, watched some YouTube, had some more time, and then I was like, I feel like cleaning up the project a little bit. I just want to open up Unreal, start doing stuff. And now, my game runs at more than double the FPS. So, it's pretty good. I guess that's pretty good. Even in combat. Because obviously, in the hub, it's not true. Like, comparison. But that's where I can get the cleanest, true comparison. Alright, the Vicious, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. How? By just tweaking GPU. It was just all GPU stuff. Enabled CSM cache? I do not know what that is. So no. Probably. Probably not? I'll touch on some stuff today, but I'll probably end up making a video maybe for this weekend or going over it. The thing is, it won't work for most people. It works for me because of the style and the kind of game it is, I think. Although maybe, some of these things will work. Just not 100% of everything. But yeah, it wasn't bad. Even during combat, it is now like 150 plus, 140 plus, all the way to like when it's like caught like only a couple enemies on screen. Then it's like still like in the 180 to 200 range. Hey, Dual Operator, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So yeah, I'll show you guys the comparison. I'll load it up, and that's literally the build that I sent to the Mega Grant, which was from a week ago, and the one now, and I really haven't done much since between then, right? And the actor pooling didn't make almost any difference, as I thought. At least not noticeable difference. Which makes sense. There wasn't enough, but it still doesn't hurt to have it. And there's some stuff we gotta fix today. The plan today is I'll show you guys a little bit of the comparison, just to show that it's real. And then I need to fix up the freaking decal component to work with a dynamic material, which should be fine because it's a pooled actor, so I don't have to create a ton of them regardless. Basically, for some whatever reason, right? When you do fade out, it destroys the component. No option anywhere to not do that. So fuck me on that one. So we got to work around that by doing a dynamic material instance, because you can't do a custom parameter data. So it is what it is. Anyway, hope you guys had a lovely weekend. Hope all's been good. Shall I load up things? Boink. This is what happens. Oh yeah, and I didn't update. Hold on. I need to update my thumbnails. Oh, I'm gonna do it for the where's the other thumbnail I did? Oh, it's a quote unquote a devlog. Second. Because I forgot to update that as always. Just grab the things that I need to update the link. Copy. You. Yeah. Okay. Hey Jordan, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you do well. Did you ever try Mess Entity? No, because I don't know C++. You also don't use nav mesh for your enemies. You spin up your own. I mean, if you know C++ and can code one, yeah. I mean, go you. I am not that smart. But this is editor. It's caching stuff. So it's like capped at 120, right? If I just go ahead and just do t.max fps 999, right, it's gonna be like 130-ish, but this is editor, right? Because this is just editor, so it kind of makes sense. But if I load up the previous build, so this is the one that I submitted. Thank you, Jordan. So this is the August build, as in the one that I packaged for the month and the one that I submitted for the Mega Grant, which you can tell it's that one because it has no FPS. If I just press this button, you will see my FPS is pretty much at 99,100. I don't know why it flickers. No clue why it flickers. Couldn't tell you. But basically, we could just say it's even 100. Right? Not moving at this location. And if I was to, go somewhere else, I can load it in the into the game. You can see it's already 70. We're at like 65-ish on that. All right, 70, 65. We're basically there. Okay. So now I'll load up the build from earlier today. And obviously the number is going to be a little bit lower because I'm now streaming with OBS and, computer resources. So numbers will be a little bit lower. But now if we load in here, okay, let's look right between 1 and 200 in the top right, but that's not fair comparison. Let's load this up. Yeah, same numbers. Between 1 and 200. Again, numbers are worse because my GPU is currently also streaming to YouTube and Twitch under different encodings, so, performance is a little bit worse. Nevertheless, it is, you can see, quite a bit better. And visually, not much of a difference. Right now we're at 140, 150. Let's go. 131. Yeah, we're like 130 again, 140. again, while streaming 160. So a little bit of improvement. All right. Yeah, 140, 160. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a drop, obviously, with, you know, enemies, and obviously with me streaming right now. But yeah, when I'm not around enemies, it's like 190. even now. So I'd say decent improvement. So I was pretty pleased. So yeah, it's actually that case. Oh, it seems like I missed. Did I not do transparency on these guys? Did I miss them? Yes, I missed them. Okay, I'll need to. I guess I'll need to grab those. Yeah. So that's the actual package build. But yeah, basically I just messed with GPU. What did I do? I went hit play, and then I did profile GPU. And by the way, I don't know if you've ever seen one like this. You know, normally when you have profile GPU, you have like different colors. Mine is just basically chunk. Hey, Seeker, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I can see that. The reason I want to have it fade out like the others is just because I don't want like enemies or your player to be hidden from view. So I don't want an enemy to just be perfectly hiding there. You don't see it and then get hit because of it. Because a lot of it is seeing where they're like attacking and stuff, right? So, hey, Moon Catapult, welcome in. How's it going? Be doing well. Your looks like that too? Nice. Yeah, the reason mine looks like this is because there's no nanite, there's no lumen, so it looks just this. Because normally you have like a chunk for like lumen or nanite, and like, right? I have nothing. So yeah, if I go here, render deferred rendering 1, post processing, TAA, yeah, skylights. I mean, lights. I only have literally 2 lights in the scene, so yeah, that's. I basically went in here and then started cleaning things up. I also went and did some Niagara stuff, but I don't think it made a huge difference. Hey, Double Dragon, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Did you get the Mega Grant thing, or does it take ages to decide? I'll know start of December. Yeah, I made a video on it. You can check out. I go over the deadlines and everything for and what I did for the application and whatnot. But yeah, now we're in a better place. You know, I was always saying how I would be happy if it was like, if I could somehow get above 150 FPS. Technically, we're about above 150 FPS. And now that we've gone above 150 FPS, I want to get above 200 FPS. At this point, optimizing is considerably more difficult. I did do the Unreal Trace thing, which I am very bad about reading. Somebody could do better. But if you look here, look how steady that is. Like, yeah, there was loading at the start, and then I don't remember what this is, but this part is I think this is the loading part. But this is the gameplay. And look how stable that is. Now. Like, I think it's because I'm pulling so much now. Like, genuinely, that is really nice. But that also means there's no longer I loading and then I died and then I was loading again. This one is a garbage collection, if I recall, that I remember seeing. Garbage, and yeah, collect garbage. This is a garbage collection frame. So I don't know what I can do about that one. But basically, after loading, it was pretty. I mean, yeah, I think this is when I died, so I loaded a little bit of stuff. But if I look at the actual like gameplay, like it's pretty good for me. Like, I'm sure someone can look at this and be like, "Oh God, that's terrible," but like for me, that's pretty good. Like in terms of it being like consistent. Yeah. Actually, if I opened up the original one that I did, what does this one look like? Oh, even this one was. Yeah, this was already post-pooling. Yeah, this is the same death. That's where I died. That was a garbage collection frame. And even this one's not that bad. So the actor pooling has definitely smoothed out this. One thing I did also do is I went through all of the Niagara systems and I set the initial pooling to 1. Like the pre-pooling or whatever. Prime pool size, that one. I set it to just 1 because I had some of them at like 4 or something, but I was like, but then that would cause like a hitch because it would load 4 at once when I didn't need them 4 at once necessarily. So now I'll do 1. So yes, it will spawn them, but then we'll just reuse them after, which is better. Again, I'll probably make a video on the stuff I did in actual detail. But yeah, the short version is anti-aliasing and disabling screen space global illumination. Depending on what your setup, right, you can get away with that. I also did some other stuff, but those are, I think, the biggest two. If we go to the testing world, I need to also test the fact that this guy yeah, I got hit there when I shouldn't have been hit. So something's going on where I'm getting a hit when I shouldn't be hit. So I need to see what's up. Yeah, I think the timing of the attack needs to be different. So maybe that's what's happening. But it doesn't feel good. So I want to fix that. Another. I also went through and through a bunch of the Niagara effects and then just turned off emitters that just weren't really making a big visual impact. Because I've noticed that that is one of the things that was always coming up as high. Okay, so you start delay. 1. And then let's go to you. Turn hidden frame. Hidden game off, and let's take a look. So I shouldn't have gone hit there. Where's my... There. Okay, I'm getting hit twice. So that's what's happening. I'm getting hit twice, and I should not be getting hit twice. Why am I getting hit twice? Ba, 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 ba. Because I shouldn't be doing this yet. Okay, let's try. Instead of using this, we'll use this. And see if that makes a noticeable difference. Actually, yeah, let's keep this. And then by default, I can set it to more. Let's see. No? Why did I get hit twice? Oh, hold on a second. No, that's elite. That's champion. Start delay 1. Da, 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 da. On return from pool, it should regardless set it to off. Regardless of what it was. But that was the first attack, so it shouldn't have mattered. But here it should have turned it on. Okay, so it only does it once. So now it was now it's working. Freaking print strings. They've solved everything, seriously. 0.7, and then let's reduce the radius a little bit. Because the radius on this is a little bit too much. Compared to the size of the effect. There we go. So now I didn't do anything. Basically. More or less, the solve was freaking out a print string. I haven't realized that the size that. change the timing back down a little. Get the timing better. That's better. I feel like his damage should be even higher, considering you have quite a bit of a windup. Honestly, I'm increasing your damage. You're gonna hit hard. You have a long windup. Not only do you have the animation, but then the effect itself. Yeah, cool. Yay, that's fixed. I mean, this probably also helped. Okay. Nice. And if you're wondering, by the way, what did I do on some of these effects? The light gray is everything I've disabled on this effect. It didn't make it that big of a difference in reality, but when it gets spawned, it has less of a spike because of it. Hey Cody, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What was the doubling FPS solution for you? A few things, including anti-aliasing and global illumination stuff. I'll make a video on it. It seems people are interested. Maybe for this Sunday, I'll make a video on it. One second. So, yeah. I went through all of them and just cleaned it up. Okay, so that should fix that problem. Fantastic. The other issue that I had is freaking that the stupid decal. Base default A was like X8. And you put in X2, 0 difference in visuals. You boosted it massively. I had default TSR anti-aliasing. Don't have default TSR anti-aliasing. No matter what quality. that was expensive, and I didn't even realize it. No, I set it to be a TAA. No, or I think TAA is the default now. You can change it yourself. Yeah, it's TAA. You can make it DLA, TAA, FXAA. Yeah, but it was on TSR anti-aliasing. We can get off that because for whatever reason, and that's one of the things I'll go over. It's still doing like it's trying to do like upscaling even when it doesn't need to do any upscaling, it seems. So it just, when you try to upscale at full res, it's just unnecessary performance hit. I don't know why it's trying to do that, but that helped a lot. MXA is forward only, but FXA is probably your best bay though. You have some legit assets as well as sprites, so probably a good medium choice. I mean, look, you can change it. It's just the default. The options go to high quality is default. Actually, speaking of quality, something I found out with today's short. If I go to my config folder, I found out about default scalability.ini. Yep. This is in your config folder of the project. But basically, it has, like, if you need something to happen during a quality setting for one of your stuff at certain increments, you can do it. Yep. So, for example, I moved my scene color format here. Instead of running the command inside of where I did, I just put it in here, and it does a better job. I didn't know about this i9. Thankfully, somebody was kindly pointed out to me. Second. Yeah. Default Unreal stuff is legit dumb in how its settings are. All actors sticking by default, overlap events on, just a bunch of useless stuff on by default. Yeah, but the thing is, right? At least previously to prior to UE6, it's designed to be very newbie friendly. If you're a beginner and you don't understand anything, it is perfect. And once you get to more intermediate to advanced, you know what to turn off. So it's fine for everyone. If it was like a bunch of stuff that you like any person would need was off by default, it would be a bigger hurdle to get into Unreal. But because you need to now manually like turn off nanite or whatever, right? If you don't need it, turn off lumen if you don't need it. But if you know that you don't need them, you can turn that stuff off yourself. But if you're just learning the engine and you're following tutorials, then all of a sudden that's less stuff you're getting to go through. So yeah, I see no issue with like basically being beginner friendly, personally. Oh no, I meant to actually play to go show that freaking decal problem so we can get that fixed. Also, don't bother, optimizing so early on. The stuff that I did is fine to do even now, because it has no impact really on long term for the game, right? It's not something I'm going to redo again, really. Oh, I need to turn off the okay, good enough. Of course, I didn't have any issues this time. Can we get some issues at some point? I need to throw errors at me. I don't need it to. I can open up the blueprint decal myself, but I want it to throw errors at me because it makes no sense. Oh, and yeah, I think I need to take longer. Yeah, it needs to take longer. I need to do this for like over 30 seconds. So if I did this, right, it's kind of chilled here. Yeah, so we're not getting more decals, right? There we go. This garbage. Open. So when you call sets fade out, even if you have this disabled, it'll still destroy the freaking component. It won't destroy the actor, but it'll destroy the component. Why? I don't know. I try to get around it by doing like a slightly shorter length and then telling it to deactivate. That didn't work. So what we're going to do instead is set up a blueprint interface. So that way we can control the freaking fade out that way. Because fuck me. Okay, so we need a just global control here. So let's just make it easy. This is going to be fade opacity. By default, it should be invisible. No, by default, it should be on. Because I don't want to control it for the times you don't. Oh, it'd be invisible by default. Yeah, that's probably better. Okay. So, I mean, we're already creating a dynamic material instance on it, to be fair. So, I guess it's fine. So here we need to do, if it's not valid, we need to then set flow parameter. To 0. Actually, let's do get material. Do this instead. And if it's valid, then obviously assign it. If it's not, that. And then timeline. Timeline it. move this here. Timeline would make things easier to manage, so I guess so. Let's do timeline. Okay, it's gonna set all of this stuff. Then we'll do a timeline. Let's do a custom event. Fade in. Fade out. Okay, we'll do 1.0 float. In almost every case, I want to start with this. I wish that there was a way of making this like the default. Can't. I kind of wish there was. Set play rate. And then let's do these, slightly clean this up. Then it's 1 divided by the value, and same thing here. Okay, so fade duration, fade in duration is this. Fade out duration is this. And then when we update it, we need to grab the dynamic material, and then we just do that goes in there. So when we set these values here, we do fade in. And then I guess we need 2 separate ones. Let's do 2 separate delays. We first need to do start delay. Then we do, this is when we do a fade out. Right, and this is when we do the deactivate. Oh, we don't need the deactivate, but this is when we do the return to pool. I could do unfinished based on the direction as well. If this is backwards and right and finished, then return to the pool. Let's not pause this, which does the normal stuff, and this only does it if we're fading out. Yeah, I think this should work. Get rid of, because I don't think we did anything else here. So it's, yeah, fading in, fading out. This thing's going away. There we go. Basically, now we're using this. Let's see if we have problems. We'll probably have problems. It's probably something I missed. I see no blood. Why I see no blood? Okay, what did I do? What stupid thing did I do? If it's not valid, then create it. Set opacity, fade opacity to 0. Which will make it disappear. And then when we do fade in, it should fade in, right? From 0 to 1. Is this having issues? Let's see. I need to turn off the It printed hello there, but I don't think it should have, right? I don't think the backwards thing is working. I mean that. No, I mean. It is, I think, working. Excuse me? Let's go to the test level. Why isn't it fading in? What did I do? Where did I do stupid, guys? Where did I go stupid? Wait, is that? Oh, hold on. Let me expose that. What is exposed? Wait, hold on. Oh, whoops. Wrong one. Hold off. Wait, what? Okay, well, it set it to 1. Did I do stupid? I feel like I did stupid. Okay, that's 1. That's 0. So then what's the problem? This should be off of true here. Oh, I guess I can just do this. But that's irrelevant to why this don't work. Hold on, if I did 1. And I have material. Target is audio parameter controller interface? How the hell did I get that one? Why did it... Unreal? Why did it... I have context sensitive turned on. Well, there's the freaking... Found the problem. God damn it. It had to be something really stupid. Why would it not be something really stupid? Look at that. So it should now also fade out. Oh, this one won't because it's not. If I set it to be pulled. Oh, then it's gonna wait for the other thing. That's fine. Oh, I guess I don't need this check actually because it will never fade out regardless. So yeah, this check is pointless. This is fine. Okay, we found the stupidity of the problem. Let's go back to here. Let's see it. Oh, you get blood? Yeah, there's the blood. Yay! Yay! It works! Shiny blood. Okay, fixed. Done and dusted. That also means we probably do this now. Oh, last time.
Mid-rolls engaged. Stream frozen before I turn this clean graph into a disaster.
The fact that we just did this means that I might need to actually go back and start doing the animations now. I wish I understood the Unreal Insights better. I mean, I think at this point, nothing is like standing out, so I don't know how useful it is. At this point, I need to find other places to optimize, probably. What I actually wanted to do is, maybe we'll do that now. I want to record, because I'm streaming, right? It's automatically being recorded. Record the new package build performance numbers and take a look at where they are and what spikes where. Because, right, it's easy to see where they are when I'm not moving, but when I'm in combat, right, I can't really look at those numbers. So maybe we should do that. Which it'll be synchronous. I know what you're trying to say. Loading assets on the fly. You can even just do log streaming verbose when you play. Look at your client logs and see what it is loading. You say that like I understand how to read those. I'm not good with text. I'm good with visuals. So, hey, hello, Sarah. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. has asset loading, which shows stuff as it's loading. But how would that help me? Look, I barely understand insights. To say I even understand insights would be a gross overstatement. So just keep that in mind, okay? Just keep that in mind. Where is the there he is. No, this is camera fade. You do have camera fade. Oh, are you not... Is your collisions not set up? Ah. No, you are saying to block static. Oh, you're roll dynamic. There you go. Static. That's why. I'm pretty sure. I should swap it out to visibility. I'll deal with that stuff later. Plain standalone mode? No, I want to play it in packaged mode, where I don't have Unreal loaded at all. You can see if it's waiting on assets to load. Well, that's not my problem. My problem at this point isn't waiting on assets to load. My problem is just I want to see. It's not even a problem. I just want to see where GPU is relative to CPU, right? Draw. I just want to see what goes up as I'm playing. That's all. And that'll be just the easiest way to do it. Crazy, play a little bit, and then look at the stream you're recording. Damn. See? Your biggest hitches will be from synchronously loading assets. What does that mean? I'm pooling most assets. Unless it's like loading for the first time. Yeah, obviously then, but it only loads the one, and then it pulls it. Die! Hey Max, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Okay, that guy's dead. Good. Shooting him over his head. And that one just needs to be positioned better. I mean, this is gonna be enough of a test, really. But Watching at 3 a.m. Go to bed. Go to bed. Oh, see, he still killed me from somewhere else. Why he killed me from somewhere else? I don't think I should have been hit there. Hey, Gregory, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you doing well. Yeah, let me load up the stream. Streamception. You shed bitter tears into your crashing computator? Oh no, what did you do? That's when you play a sound effects slash aggro. They always synchronously load unless hard referenced. Then, I mean, it's hard referenced inside of the animation that it's playing from. Rose, assuming your project architecture out of the gate. I don't even know what that means. Those spikes are sweet, thank you. I didn't make them. Sprite animations are 100% synchronously loading, even if pulled, by the way. Well, I can't pull those. I don't think. I doubt that has any issues on performance. Like, in the grand scheme of things. You're not going to bed? You aren't my real dad. So you're saying I'm your stepdad. If I am to understand what you just said, I'm not your real dad, but you didn't dispute that I'm your dad in a sense. So the only logical conclusion, Max, then, is I am your stepdad. Thanks, Daddy. Oh, nice. It even supports the Gigantify. You know, I'm not going to question the fact that you have that emote. But it is an emote for every occasion. What is this occasion? If you have a lot of sprite AI enemies, then yes, it would impact performance. You'd be shocked. You legit just face this issue and solve it by preloading the sprites for all your enemies' anims. How do you preload all the stuff for Paper CD? I'm interested in that. GPUs at 5. My guess is game here is a 3. My guess on the performance cost is going to be GPU enemy shadows. It'll send the entire code. You do realize I don't code. This is a blueprint project, right? If you're new here, welcome. How's it going? I don't code. This is entirely a blueprint project. Sending me any actual written code is pointless. Thank you. Yeah, 7.64 GPU. Game is under 3. Draw under 2. RHI on 4. Yeah, GPU is still the bottleneck. Has to be a fine programmer. I just don't like syntax. Okay, well, how would you say it? Greg, what would be the thing that I would need to say? I don't like writing code? Well, that's still coding. I hate syntax. I hate anything to do with writing. I hate the documentation. I hate text. I can go on. But you know what I mean. Let's not kid ourselves. You know what I mean. You've been here long enough. Yeah, even like now, right? Not much is going on, but we're still at 5.7 on GPU. So what I need to do is run... I probably need to run profile GPU during combat. That's probably going to be my best. And I know a lot of the cost is Niagara, but I don't know how much, if any of the cost is Niagara. 5 millisecond GPU isn't bad. It's 6. It's, keep in mind, this is with OBS running, so, right? But I wanted even higher. Because my game is at 3, my draw is at 3, 2. Archai is the next highest at nearly 4. But if I can drop GPU even more, you pick it up in 1 hour? No, that's not how that works. You don't need to understand syntax at all. You do if you want to write code. Yeah. You know what? One of my absolute biggest frustrations? Freaking semicolons. That drives me up the wall. And then reading documentation, I can't. I have to do video. Anyway, I'm dropping the subject now because I've done this too many times. I even have shorts about it. Check out. I don't know what VSM is. It was like 4. Look, 163. Hey, Handle, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you doing well. GPU is a 4080 and 1440p. I'm not using that night. And I is disabled. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone and hit there. Why did I get hit there again? Yeah, there should be no reason I should have gone and hit there. And it's the same guy. I thought we've... Okay, so we still need to fix that. So whatever the fix we did didn't actually work. Other cool spell effects. A lot of them, the ones that I'm using are from Dr. Game, like this stuff. It's from Dr. Game on Fab, if you want to grab them for yourself. I'm not going to worry about that guy yet, but basically it seems like my main thing is still GPU. What I can try seeing I wish I could isolate just nanite here on like stat unit. I want a stat unit that's isolated just for nanite. Sorry, not nanite, Nagra. I want it isolated for Nagra. Yeah, stat GPU does the giant screen. We can do that though. Yeah. I wanted to just get like just this nice small one, but just for Niagara. There's a console command? What is it? Stat Niagara? Is that a thing? For the longest time, stat commands didn't even show up. I think they only recently added them to even show up. You're fine, sir. You don't have to go that far. There is no stat Niagara. Alright, there's stat GPU. Yeah, we can get this giant thing. I don't know if stat GPU... Can we do stat GPU on a... I don't think stat GPU will work on a package build, though. I don't remember. Did we try stat GPU? Let's find out. It does work on a package build? Okay. As long as it tests... No. I'm talking like full package build. Shipping build. Because what you saw was a shipping build. It will work if the build is not shipping. Okay, so... Welcome in Elmarath, so it does not work. Satnagger is a thing, at least in 5.8. Oh, I'm 5.7 still. I mean, you could try. Stats... Niagara? Oh. Okay. It is. It just doesn't show up. Okay. Yeah, stat unit and stat FPS do work in shipping builds, which is what I was using, which is pretty cool that those work. See, I'm not good enough with this. I wish there was a total. Is there? Why isn't there not just a total? I want to know what the total is. Well, let's see what happens when we go inside. Cam. What do you think about the new MCP and PCG workflow? Nothing really. I'm not about to pay money to do PCG for me. They released a new video about it today. Yeah, but the functionality is still not there. Keep in mind, they're using a more advanced MCP than we have at this point. If you want to be methodical about performance testing, you need to build a consistent environment, like a fly-through benchmark. That's going to be a lot of work about it. Yeah, I don't care enough about it being that methodical. If I don't notice it within all of this randomness, then it's not worth the change. It needs to be noticeable across all of the other stuff, right? Like, I don't need to have the exact same enemies every time, the exact same environment anytime. I just need to know relative to the other stuff, where does it sit? I just need to know basically relative. Like, this is not even going above. I'm spawning stuff. It's not going above 4.6 for system instance, for example. I mean, like, dramatically. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so now that we're spawning this from like multiple elites. So how is this 28 milliseconds? Because if I... Of course, the stats... Now I have stat Niagara. Oh, now it's too late. I'm dead. Yeah, doing this while in game is... I hate that the stats show up differently. effects.niagara.debug.hud enabled 1. The thing is, we're at what, 60 FPS. If I just turn it off, you see, this is. I mean, it's loading a bunch of stuff, so it's not actually a test. It's. So, like, I know the effects that are causing the not problem, but like the ones that cost a lot. I know what they are. It's because I'm spawning them. The problem is I don't know what to do about it. Right? My problem is I have no idea what to do about it. Because what is the solution? Just not spawn it? But that's not a solution. Right, so I need to figure out... I don't know enough about Niagara in general to understand how to optimize a system I did not make. All I know is at least a little bit about... Right. I know a little bit about some stuff, but not a lot. Hey, Revolution Music, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Let's figure out that freaking attack hitting me still. Usually place cameras in specific spots, call them performance camera, lock them, take screenshots with all stats. Yeah, my dungeon is dynamic. So it doesn't work as well. Too much variation. Either way, even if, like, unless it would told me like this effect or something. So how did he hit me? He misses me here. I can't even move out last second. See? I haven't taken a hit. How did he hit me? Oh no, I'm an idiot. That was the that was me testing the packaged build. The one that I didn't repackage. So yeah, that was the non-fixed version. I'm just stupid. I'm blaming the heat. Hey, Life Lessons, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Okay, well, for shits and giggles, let's do a quick. I want to do an interesting test. Okay. Let's do an interesting test where inside of the. I really should add this to my favorites. I want to turn off cast shadows on the light. It's gonna look like shit on the directional light. It's gonna look like shit. But I want to see how much of the cost effectively is that. How much of it is the shadows? And we're going to package it and compare package to package. This song belongs to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Never played. What's the difference between Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator? Aside from locations. The gameplay-wise, is there a single difference? Or is this literally just locations? Do Niagara effects cast shadows? Can you turn off cast shadows on Niagara effects? Is that a thing? Not something I've ever thought about before, but I imagine they cast shadows. Right? Do they? Yes, you can turn off. Yes. Let's take a look at what the difference is going to be on this. And then we need to look into that. Because there's some effects that we could probably just turn cast shadows off, if not all of them. Under the same setup, okay. So the hub will look the same. But when we go into the in here, it's gonna look like shit. Most Niagara packs aren't even capable of producing shadows, though, from what you've seen. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, it looks like shit. Surprisingly, the FPS is pretty much where it was. So, GPU 6. Shadows are not the problem. I mean, yeah, it's like 5.5. I don't think it's as big of a problem as... It's not a giant change, even if you kill entire shadows. What's the issue for the heavy FPS drop? That's what we're trying to figure out. What's left? Yeah, GPU 6, 7, 6. So, and this is shadows off. So, I'm pretty sure it's, you know, just Niagara effects in general. But let's turn shadows back on. Okay, so I don't need to worry about shadows at the current point in time. I just want to check. Yeah, shadow. Yes, please. So we don't have an ugly environment. And then because I'm gonna forget again, I should turn off the or make this hidden in game again. Okay. Here's another test we can do. I think it's this one that I use, yeah. If I turn off all of Niagara attacks, yeah, I want to see also the difference between having no Niagara attacks and having some. Use Niagara data channels much. Look, I don't do Niagara at all. These Niagara systems are from Fab. I don't know Niagara enough to know data channels. The only way I know how to optimize some stuff is turning off some Niagara emitters. That's it. I'm not an effects guy. Let me just double check that their effects. Okay, well, some of them are using projectiles. The projectiles are still going to work. I can turn off the projectile ones as well. Yeah, most of the stuff is still gonna work. My stuff is not gonna work. I use this. But most other stuff does work. So that's not a great test. Actually, no. Let's keep that off. And let's turn off the projectile one. And then we'll just go off of those two. You try Niagara and debugger? Never heard of it. Again, I know very little of Niagara. And most debuggers in Unreal, I don't even understand because they're way too complicated and there's very little tutorials on it. if you're an editor, you can go to Tools, Dagger Debugger, and then like I try going to like if you hit Performance in Agra, it'll tell you like each individual one, but it doesn't tell you everything combined, and it doesn't tell me if it's bad or good or it's just a number. I don't know enough. See, when people can make with Niagara amaze you sometimes. I mean, it's crazy stuff. It's really cool. You guys are all... Yeah, your effect's still going. Your projectiles will no longer spawn. Are you up in the... How are you on top of that thing? I feel like performance-wise, this is still not doing much of a difference. Right, because if I just turn it back on, I'll still be around the same FPS. That's what the Niagara Debugger says. We'll show you the game thread, time, etc. Oh, okay. Tools, Niagara Debugger. Okay. Let's take a look. Close the different stuff that I had. Tools. I don't see it. Tools, Dagger Debugger. Henry, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. How's it going, guys? How was the stream, Henry? You turn on the overview. You're still losing me. You could type in Dagger Debugger. Where? Here? We're doing optimizations here. We're doing optimizations for the game. Trying to figure out how much of a problem Niagara is. In tools. Oh, there's a search here. I've never used this search in my life. Okay, darn it. DCG and optimizations are always welcome. Yeah. Dagger Debugger. Under debug. So it's under debug. Okay. Pixel inspector. Okay. Oh God. What? Oh God. Do I just hit? It's enabled? Okay. Let's see what happens, I guess. Oh. Leave that window and play. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. Nothing's showing up on screen. Is it supposed to nothing show up on screen? Vicious. Thank you so much for the Twitch sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you for using your Prime. Go to HUD, 3 dots, and make sure overview is enabled. No. Oh, okay. Okay. There are 35 PS clouds. That's the environment Niagara effect that I have in. That's stuff in the environment. We can take a look at that. And we can also take a look at room converging circle. There's also how to do that. I want to know the performance thing. Session browser? Performance. Run performance test? Run performance test is the number of frames and is that it? Click. No, that doesn't seem to do anything. I try clicking this. It doesn't seem to do much. Toggle? Oh. Okay. Hold. Please hold. Okay. So what are we looking at? Average per frame GT, CNC, RT. Thanks. I know MS. What the shit is us? GT. I don't know. Peak per frame. I don't know what this even means. Game thread. But what is this? What does this number mean? What does 93 game thread mean? Milliseconds? What? It's not milliseconds? What does it mean? Because it can't be 93 milliseconds as average time. And then, so average per frame. Nanoseconds here, I guess? No, I don't think it's count. And then there's GTCNC. 93 gnomes. I mean, maybe, honestly. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to see, get more info about Niagara. This is cool, though. This is cool. Hold on. You know what we can do? Do my favorite thing. Not really. In U5, when using Niagara debugger, what is average per frame? GT, CNC, RT mean, and how do you interpret the numbers? Yeah, I saw that. It's one of the ones that came with a pack. But I need to know what these numbers mean first. Because maybe it's 60,000 particles, but it's like performance is 0, you know. Like, I need to understand the numbers first. The links don't work in Stream Chat, hence the 3 asterisks. GTU's game thread, yeah, so GTCNC or CNC. Concurrent/worker thread work. Kicked from the game thread side. These appear in Niagara debugger performance views. How to interpret the numbers. Low GT and higher CNC is normal and desirable for CPU heavy Niagara. CNC can look large in absolute terms because it aggregates parallel work. This doesn't tell me. This doesn't tell me what is a big number, what is a small number, because this doesn't explain anything. This tool is experimental. Neither of these is helpful. Oh, you put that in Discord stream chat? Let's take a look. I see it. How realistic is family planning in game dev with the typical hours? I have no idea. I don't have a family that I need to worry about it with. The single life is very easy. There's no planning involved. What you do is you have no life, no social life, and no family. And then you don't need to worry about planning anything. It's great. I'll go cry about it after stream, but right now it's great. Oh, Cascade. Yeah, Cascade is. Yeah. This is how much it's ticking. Can you specify for an Niagara system to not be on tick effectively? Like instead of update on tick, can you make it like update X amount of times a second? Is that a thing that can be relatively easily done? Or not? Again, Niagara noob. Oh dear, I hate this thing so much. I hate this view and the system. You sent the other one in Discord? Okay. Select the Niagara component, go down to component tick and change the tick interval. Yeah, it still doesn't give a ton of info, but it's still helpful, I guess. Hold on. I appreciate these links, guys. Oh yeah, this is the one. Watch emitter and debugger. Watch parameter. What I hold on, let me go ask about. I think maybe that is the way to do it. The tick thing, but I'm curious. And E5, can you change the? Can you make a Niagara system not update on tick, but rather a certain amount of times per second? This can be on the component because sometimes you just do spawn Niagara system at location. Supports a fixed tick delta times. Simulation advances at a consistent rate instead of using in your Niagara system asset. Fixed tick delta. Enable this. Fixed tick delta time. Set the desired time in seconds. Okay. Enable fixed tick forces the system to tick on the game thread instead of the normal async path. Well, that doesn't help me then. God damn it. That's worse. How important is music to you in game dev? And do you listen to soundtracks or inspirations? I'm musically illiterate. I know I need good music for the game, but I don't listen to I barely hear this music. It is so quiet. I occasionally hear some melody but my AC is louder than the music I'm hearing. I basically just listen to no music. Yeah, the problem is this. Enabling fixed tick delta forces the system to tick on the game thread instead of the normal async path. This is going to have a performance cost and reduces parallelism. So is there a way to not have it move to game thread, but still reduce amount of updates for performance reasons? It's cool that it's possible, but a fixed rate is not like. You could try to remake some. Yeah, the problem with that is I don't know enough Niagara to understand how to do that. No way of lowering simulation rate. Okay. Well. I'm not very smart. You gotta remember that. No, not this. What? Why is this still open? There you go. Oh yeah, this thing is like unnecessarily too much. This is the outer, that's the inner. Spawn rates. We can just cut that by a lot. Spawn rates. Yeah, we can just cut that by a lot. This one's not very important. This one just came with a pack. And then this one, spawn rate is 2. There's just a lot of them. You barely see it, to be fair. I'll keep it as 1. There you go. Based on your YouTube technical explainer videos, I beg to differ, you seem to be very smart. Yeah, but I'm stupid with Niagara. The thing about me, gotta understand, is I will not tell you I'm smart about something I'm not. When it comes to Niagara, I am very stupid. Like, I understand, like, where to go to kind of change the base, like, rates, like, some basic stuff. But I'm not gonna pretend like I understand enough to be able to create my own from scratch, or be able to, like, properly, like, do performance stuff. I'm a no bullshit kind of guy.
Running ads stream frozen like my brain when the collision preset is wrong for the 47th time.
Checking the lifetime. Hold on. We can do it this way. Loop behavior, loop duration 5. We can make that longer. 20. We probably don't want to looping too much. It should be fine regardless, right? 5 is fine. Lifetime 10 to 20. 15 to 20. I like the VFX system in Unity way more. I'm not familiar with it. But I'm not that familiar with this either, to be fair, so. There's no one on Earth who gets it all. Yeah, just don't tell Twitter that. Yes, you can see here it's honestly so subtle that do you even see it anymore? I have changed a lot of stuff since I added this. Do you even see them? Hold on. You do. It's there. It's right there. It's so subtle. But when I'm here, it's right there. You can see it. You won't tell Twitter, hey, you deleted the Hellhouse account years ago. Oh, see with that? See, now you're not following me. It's okay. I post because people are in different places. I post on the YouTube post page and the Discord as well for all the things. So you're not missing out. Okay. So here's what we can do now. So because we have. Let's go back to the debug. Angry debug. Show overview. At the very least, we can see a few things. One, no. NS Sparks 04. What the shit are you? Because why do you have 12,000 particles? Okay, so got it. Okay. Not a huge deal here. Yeah, it should be. I mean, again, I didn't make this, but I imagine. This is just the portal. This is always in the world. That's this. This one. That's this one. So it's just always there. And also, I'm pulling like attacks and stuff. Wait, where do I? Does the loop duration matter? If it's always spawning anyway? Oh. That one is using a parameter amount. Ah, okay, thank you. But where? Ah, okay, that's why I didn't see it. If I did 1,000. Can you even see? 5,000? 500. Can't even freaking tell the difference. Yeah, let's go 500. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's just use this. And at the very least, we can see the amount of stuff on screen. Rune flying around. Okay, that's our next target. See, this is helpful. I appreciate this. This is... I can understand this. I love it that... Just move this here. Spawn rate. Instead of 400, we'll make this like 40. Thank you. Okay. No, that's a lot better. We have 34 emitters of this. What is this converging circle? That was the... Right, that's this one. You know what? I'm just going to remove that one entirely. Again, does not matter. This is this guy. We're going to do that, and then we're going to just make it bigger. Scale. It's not called scale, it's size, isn't it? I forget what it's under. Initialized particle. Yeah, but oh, there it is. That's what it's like. There you go. And we'll just do a little bit. There you go, good enough. Okay. Any other ones that throw are completely weird? Because I see if active emitters is very different, that means, right, then it has more than one emitter per. These will stay, because these should be being pulled. So if I... Why is it active 2? Why active 3? What? Why does it say it's the amount of times activated? Sparks O2 collision? Oh. Why does it have collision? Good catch. Oh, it's called Sparks 01 collision. It's not actually collision, I think. Let's find out. Guess up. What a great system. Well, again, I didn't make this. I think it's just called that. It's GPU. None of these are errors. You know what? I'm just gonna close that and pretend everything is fine. They're not. It's not actually collision. It's just called collision. So why is it when I use the effect, it just continues to add active? It shouldn't be continuing to add. But it says emitter 0. When I use it, then it has emitter 7. Particle 16. 12, 10, 8, 6. They aren't being killed. But it should be pooling it. Hold on, let me see. It should be reusing it. Do I need to set up something that I didn't realize how to set up? So if I go to that attack, this one, right? If I open it, so it is set to prime 1, max pool size 8. But my actual system is set to auto release. Shouldn't it use 1 and then release? Or hold on, is it going to continue building up to 8? I'm going to open this back up. Because if it builds up to 8 and then stops, this is stupid. Okay. Close that effect. So now it's 1 active. 2. 3. I know you guys know how to count. I guess I don't need to count out loud. Because it is increasing it every time. Now the particles, right, it goes down to 1 per. So it's not like it has a bunch of them, but it is adding to the number of megabytes here. Is it? 0.32. Once it goes back down. 0.36. It is. Okay, so we're at 8. Is it going to go higher than 8? 9, but then when it goes away, I don't understand. What is this pooling not work? What am I missing here? Is there something for particles? Basically, it goes back down to one emitter per 1 particle. But let me open up that system real quick. So the particles drop to 1, 1. Does the emitter actually die? Well, it's set to auto destroy and auto release for pooling. So auto activate, auto destroy, and auto release for pooling. Oh, it is lifetime set to infinite. It is set to infinite. Hold on. Set it to once. That was a good call. That was a good call. Let's find out if that changes things. Again, I didn't make it. That was just default. I throw my hands in the air on that one. So let's see. So maybe all my particles aren't quote unquote being pulled and they're actually all set to infinite. Which wouldn't be too surprising. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna close it so I don't have it open here. Okay, then we go ahead and use it. Okay, there's the dash magma. We're at 1. Okay, it's dropped down to 1, 1. 1 active, 1 particle. I use it again. Nope. Well, I guess let's see if it goes above 8 now. You know what? It'll be faster for me to just change the... Oh, actually, what I can do also check is... Because you can also set the life loop behavior, right? What is multiple? Is multiple a problem for emitters and what I'm trying to do? Because you're all set to multiple. I've set this one now to once. Set to system. 'Cause, 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 Okay. Let's see it. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. Okay, again, I'm gonna just close it so that way it's off of here. Okay. Okay, there's a dash magma. 1. Drops to 1. There's 1 and 1 still. No, we're still at 2. No, that didn't do it. No, even with did I find it? It's audio. It was the audio one. It's this one. This was the problem one. If I turn it off and then I use it, there it is. Give it a moment. 0. It's audio. Huh? Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, but now how do I tell it to life cycle is... How do I... But what do I do about it? To the audio, make sure it's set to self-destroy as well. That's a thing. What? How does that... It's definitely not on this thing. Stop when something. If false, then the audio component keeps playing after the aggregate component is destroyed. So this is fine. No, that's the only destroy type thing. Once. Fixed. If I try this. No, it's not a loop. See, that was the sound. Oh. Okay, but at least we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I have a number that is sound that refuses to die. How can I have it auto die after playing sound? I guess I don't need my stream open anymore. Set the emitter states it plays only once and then completes. It is set to play only once. Life cycle mode self. Inactive response complete. What? Oh, you know what it is? I bet, you know what this one doesn't have that most other ones do? Isn't there like an auto kill thing? I forget which one it goes under. Is it this one? Particle update? Kill particles? The other ones don't have it though. That assumes it has a lifetime. Well, as long as it still plays. We're about to find out. It played the sound. And that worked. It's gone. It plays the sound. And it's right there. There's the second one, and then here's dropping, and then 0, it's gone. Poof. Now here's the next question is why does it go poof? Okay, so we can add the kill particle one, the kill on the sound, and that'll help with that. So then probably this one also has the same problem. This one's also going to drop to 1 and 1, right? No, this one drops to 0. But it's still on 1. Okay, why is this one... Because also it has the same problem, I think. So if I go back here... No. If we come here, go to that effect, here... And then here's the audio. Why does it disappear and not be pulled? That's another question. But we've made some progress. I think. So I close it so it doesn't say edit. Okay. Okay, this is purple one. Zero. It's still at 1. But this one might be set to infinite still. Okay, it still says 2. Okay, hold on. Okay. So let's reopen that. So here we set this to once. And then we do life cycle mode system. Okay. It was like all your VFX are going to need to have that set emitters. Yeah. Well, I'll probably need to go through all of them, but you know, this thing has been very helpful. Just being able to see the fact that they're piling up, right? There was no way for me to know. I was assuming that, you know, it was working fine because I had no way of actually like fully testing it. But that also, again, brings up the question of why is it in pooling? Why is the auto release? Or maybe it is keeping it in whatever it needs to in memory, and then just releasing it. I don't know. Okay, just close this so it's not hit edit. Okay, so if I go and use it now, it's the purple one here. Zero, zero. Poof. Okay. So we need to do kill particle, set to fire once, and do system then for all of them if they're not. So that way they, or just literally go through each one and just tell it to fire once, I guess. Although we might be able to get away with not firing once. Hold on, let's try this next one. Yeah, just this hunting shark fin, I believe. So it's 1 and 1, which is probably the... Yeah. So let's try a test on this third one, okay? So on this one... I'm going to start by just adding the kill one. Okay. We're going to try with just the kill first. On the audio. Okay, it's the first one here. Drop to 0, 0. Okay, so it's literally just the audio. So if I just set kill particle on the audio, that was the only thing remaining. Because it is, I'm pretty sure, set to loop by default anyway. But that didn't matter. It's set to multiple. But all I did was just add kill particles on the audio. Also, I like how it says GPU audio and it's clearly CPU. Because audio needs CPU. what a great name. Okay, so if we go to this one and then take a look at you, we could probably get rid of the same thing. Now this one fires multiple times. So let's find out how this is going to work. Oh, but it has multiple bursts instantaneous at different increments. Sure, sure. Let's just see how this works. Is this first one? There goes a 0. Yep, that's the solution. That's the solution. So that's going to help a little bit. It's hard to say how much, but for some things, it's definitely going to help. Okay, let's go and adjust some other effects that I have. I don't remember if this is by the same person, but audio. Do I want, actually, let's test to make sure that these are needed on all of them. Let's just confirm. You know, before I start messing with stuff, maybe some of them are fine. Obviously, I'll need to still go in on like the enemy projectile ones and player projectile ones. But right, we can play and see what's up with whichever ones. Yeah. Let's start with the projectile weapon. Okay. I imagine these are going to have the same thing happen. Yep, there it is. And it's gonna maintain because this is by the same person, I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, so this maintains. So I imagine all of these then maintain. Yep. Have a good night, Al, sir. Thanks so much for stopping by. Hope you have a good night's rest. What about projectiles? So, yes to project, like this projectile as well. In terms of the explosion ones. So, some of them are fine. So, the one that shoots is fine. But the one that hits is not. Here, the one that hits is fine. So both of these are fine. So what is the difference? Because I doubt it has kill projectile. Let's see if we can find the difference. Okay, so this one is not fine. And this one is fine. So this one's fine. Oh, wait, it doesn't. Oh, this one doesn't have an audio built in. I'm playing the audio. But then why is this one having issues? Okay. Because it's the same system for both. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. Because now it's no longer a audio thing. This one disappears. Okay, this one disappears. Why didn't it disappear before? Or did I imagine it? No, it disappears. I think I was looking at the wrong one. Yeah, and they'll disappear. Okay. So I need to worry about, basically, if it makes a sound itself, then I need to worry about it. This one does not disappear. Okay. Okay, so it is the sound ones. That's so interesting. I am curious about the pooling, though. I have Niagara systems set to auto release, and they have a one as the prime. Hey, Radio Fire AM, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Let's find your channel. Great tutor. Thanks for your time. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching. But after the system is done, it vanishes off of the Niagara. What's it called? Debug HUD. Why? Why is this? Is it pulling? Is it like just not showing things in memory? I want to know. This is expected behavior. Auto release and a prime pool is working correctly. Okay. You spawn a system with pooling method equals auto release. A component is taken from the pool or created if none is free and marked in use. The system plays until it reaches the complete, becomes inactive. Because it's auto release, the component is automatically returned to the pool in a free pool. Ah, okay. The Niagara Debug HUD primarily shows active / currently simulated systems and has the system show active only in world style filter. Okay, so it is working. This is literally active. Okay, this is good. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So in that case, the ones that we see here and then disappear are pulled. Optimizing favorite. I did a lot of optimizing over the weekend. I doubled the frame rate. Why did they just cap it at 60? I don't know. Whatever. It's editor. And then I was trying to figure out Niagara stuff, and then I was pointed to this handy thing. And from there, it has opened up some doors in terms of stuff that we need to look into. Apparently, you need to set up kill particle on sounds. Otherwise, he doesn't just delete it. That's kind of a big one. So if we went ahead and gave us another weapon, that's for another test. Lightning blade. Let's load. Okay. It's loaded a bunch of stuff, then it should get rid of them. Okay, and this one makes a sound itself, so I'm assuming it's going to keep one. Yep. Yep. Again, basically, if it makes a sound, then it needs to kill sound. So those don't make sounds normally. So they're automatically disappearing. You can't use concurrency preset. I didn't make these. I just got them from Fab. I'm not really an aggro guy, so I know a little bit. So I'm ready to admit that first of all. So I don't actually know what the concurrency preset is that you're referring to. As it plays sound at location, spawn sound like it. No, I'm talking about this. So the way it's set, it just, this is it. This is the audio one. Yeah, you can play sound in Niagara. That's how these have been set up, at least. So if I just add kill, set this to kill, then we play this. It will disappear. Oof. Concurrency is an oh, you're talking about the audio thing? Yeah, that's on the sound effect. You can tell it how many to play at once. Also, welcome in, Jess. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Flick. Hope you guys are well. So it seems like for whatever reason, when on the at least on these Fab ones that I got, the audio ones will never die. They will just continue playing unless you say kill particles. And it'll still play the sound, as you heard. Just onboard yourself to Wise. Doing good. That sounds so... What is Wise? Why does that sound so familiar? I know that from somewhere. I still can't remember where. So I might know Wise without the double two W's. I might just know Wise or from somewhere. Oh, is that a sound thing? Maybe I don't know it. Maybe I don't know that one. I was thinking of like a website builder thing. Oh no, I'm thinking of Wix. I was thinking of Wix. Not Wise. They both start with a W. Sound of the sub thingy below the particle object, maybe. I don't know, but either way, adding kill particles solves problem. So let's go ahead and add it to you. I mean, to add it to a few stuff. Not a ton, thankfully. But there are some effects that come with sounds that we need to add it to. Today has been very educational. It's been great. If only their site was as good as their ads. I've never seen an ad. I have a personal website and I use it, but I haven't updated it in since I made it many years ago. But they are who I used at one point. So I guess I'm still technically using them, but I don't actually really need it. I don't know why there's a bunch of these and they're just off. What's the point of this? I didn't make it. There's the audio here. So when you dive deep into Niagara, it's been trying to turn your checkpoint different color when you enter the blueprint was frustrating. You just want the Niagara fire to turn color when you enter the... Yeah, I could tell you how to do that with blueprints. As soon as you want with Niagara, you're on your own. You're on your own. Then you find out why you need to do this. The creator has added the audio as an emitter node. Yes. Is there another way of doing it that is usually different? Depends if the Niagara system emitter is part of the blueprint or spawned attached. Oh, so like... Oh, well, obviously, if the blueprint is deleted, then it will also kill... Well, actually, that's not a guaranteed. But I think it will delete also the... Yeah, it will also delete the component, yeah. So it should kill it as well. Does this not have an audio one? I guess this one doesn't have an audio on. Okay. I think that was from a different system, that's why. There's a play audio element you can add without a whole emitter node. You should tell the person that I got this package from. Either way, I mean, at least we found the fix for it. So this is gonna help. I mean, I understand why they didn't add the kill particles, because when you're doing the tests and the demo, right, it's playing. Not something this is a very much a use case one that unless you're really like looking for it, you're not going to notice. I didn't notice until we had this thing up. Apparently I died. Okay, last one here. Already added it here. Did you see the Unreal video a while back? No. I don't even know which video, but the answer is no. Made the spaceship with BCG, basically. Are you considering doing a building builder? No. I'm not. Here's the thing. I made a short about this. Most graphs you actually end up using are very simple. Right? Like, yesterday's video that I released is pretty much as complex as you typically would just even need in most scenarios. Like, a bit more controls than I actually gave it. Like, you'd probably want spline, mesh support, maybe add some grammar, but like, it's not going to be building itself automatically for you by magic. It's just going to give you like a modular, nice setup that you can just customize how you want and use. So, no, I don't make a graph to build a graph. At that point, I'll just build a graph myself. Hey, the Dark Dragon, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh man, look at the time. We finished at a good time. Holy shit. Good timing. That's why you're not so trusting asset packs being optimized, even though they say it is. Oh yeah, I don't assume anything is optimized or well done. It's always a gamble with Fab, but at least I don't do effects, and so I'd rather get someone's effects and maybe tweak them a little. It's still gonna be easier for me than trying to make them from scratch, because that's just not happening. Perfect time to enter a stream right then. Yeah, it's that time. Well, you know, just rewind 3 hours, and that's usually when I start stream. This is usually when I end stream, so now you know the times. What time zone are you? Pacific. I'm West Coast. You're GMT +8. I'm Pacific minus. You're GMT +12. I'm Pacific -8. So right now it's 9:30 p.m. for reference, and I usually go stream at 6:30 p.m. 12 stream next. No, I got work in the morning. Nagra systems go invisible if you rotate the view out of view of the Nagra. Is there a setting somewhere? It's a bounds thing. I don't remember where you set it or how you set it, but just it's a Nagra bounds thing that when the emitter is off screen, like the source, the bounds of it is off screen, it thinks you're no longer in view. It doesn't know about all the particles. So look into that. That'll get you where you need to go. I don't remember where it is, but I had to look into it once at some point. I couldn't tell you where it is now. Most GPU needs fixed bounds. So you probably just need to increase the bounds type of thing. There, I don't know, but yeah, that's why. It's because it thinks it's off screen, so it's unloading it through frustum calling. But that should give you enough to point you in the right direction, hopefully. Anyways, guys, it's been fun. I learned a lot. This Sunday's video is probably going to be about optimizations. Probably. Like, I've done a lot over the last couple of days. So maybe it'll help some people. But with that, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. Thank you so much for joining. Back tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific with some more game dev. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.